Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal here, and it's fantastic to have you all here on this Friday evening at 4. It's amazing. Glad to have you, Pankaj, Sachin, Ramota, Jatin, Nitish, every one of you. It's fantastic. Markets are keeping busy, and at the same time, I think it's very important to take a poll कि कहाँ पर मार्केट जाएगा यहाँ से. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? ये तो मैं आपको बताऊंगा ही, लेकिन आगे बढ़ने पहले आई कीप पब्लिशिंग शॉर्ट वीडियोस which is about markets, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes video. Are you liking these short videos which I'm publishing? If you're liking it, then you have to also mention it on the chat that you are liking the videos, and I'll keep continuing to do that. People who are there on YouTube, you can join me on the Zoom platform, and I'll just check and ask my team to share across. I think the video यहाँ पर वीडियो बराबर आ रहा है. मेरा वीडियो फ्रीज हो गया, लेकिन आई एम जस्ट चेकिंग इफ यू आर एबल टू सी माय वीडियो राइट नाउ. आई एम नॉट श्योर व्हाई इट इज not moving. I'm just checking my if it's proper, if it's frozen, something is not working. Are you able to hear me out, every one of you? I'm just checking if you are able to hear me out. There is some challenge with the video right now. Okay, able to hear. Video is frozen. Yes, I think now it should work. Now it should be good. Let me share across my link, which is there on the Zoom, on the YouTube platform. You can join me on the Zoom platform from here on. If you want to be participating in the poll and in all of those things that I'm conducting, here is the link. I'm going to pin across this link, pin to the message, and I'm going to now ask you all, what do you think is the Nifty trend in the coming week is going to be? Is it going to be up or is it going to be down? ये मैं बहुत quickly एक poll ले रहा हूँ. Where is the poll gone? Nifty trend in the coming week. Okay, is it going to be bullish or is it going to be bearish? That's the poll that I'm very quickly taking on. Okay, I can see a lot of you are participating here, and people who are there on YouTube, you can join me on the Zoom platform. Or are you following me? Are you following the morning tweet levels? Any one of you? If you are following Twitter handle, share कर दीजिए सभी के साथ में, YouTube पे भी और on the Zoom also. If you are following the morning tweet levels, it is working like a charm despite of the event. Do you know the low and the high that was given in the level? It was just awesome, right? Worked like magic. The level was 22,700. Dip अगर वहां आता है 22,700 के आसपास तो बाय करना है, और ऊपर का टारगेट था 22,920. Nifty made a low of 22,695 and the high of 22,923. It worked like a charm despite of the event. तो बहुत जन जो बोल रहे इवेंट के कारण मार्केट मूव नहीं सही कर रहा है, लेकिन अगर हम देखेंगे तो लेवल्स तो शानदार काम कर रहे हैं. सो इवेंट के कारण क्या हो रहा है, ये पोल मैं बहुत क्विकली एंड कर रहा हूं. आई कैन सी and I'm sharing the result. There are 70% of the users on the Zoom platform are expecting markets to go up. 30% are expecting markets to come down. Now, that's interesting statistics that we are getting over here. And okay, very also, वैसे भी अगर आप देखोगे, ये स्टेट्स में एंड कर रहा हूं यहाँ पर बहुत ही क्विकली. In current market scenario, I published a short video yesterday explaining how you have to sit outside of the range and trade that by way of maybe selling options or maybe creating strategy on the spreads. आज पूरा दिन मैंने वही किया. The entire day, my focus today was only to look at how do I manage the risk, because options are behaving very, very erratically. उनका जो implied volatility, it just jumps up, pulls off, jumps up, pulls off. A deep out of the money option 20,500, if you were tracking or looking, it went all the way from 6 rupees to 14 rupees to 12 rupees during the day when the markets were also climbing. So it was very, very that's how the options are behaving these days. And if you trade options without looking at implied volatility, you will not be able to trade correctly. दूसरी चीज मैं एक अच्छी चीज शेयर करना चाहता हूं दोस्तों. आई वॉज ऑल्सो एट एन इवेंट वेयर आई वॉज इन्वाइटेड फॉर राइजिंग समिट इवेंट लास्ट वीक, एंड देयर वॉज आवर ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी who was there. It was an honor to be invited to the event, and it was simply amazing. and I thought I'll just share it across with you all. मैंने वो short video भी डाला था, आप लोग देख सकते हैं बाद में वो video. I think YouTube पे अगर नहीं upload किया तो please do upload it across on YouTube Shorts और YouTube पे वो video डालना आप सभी के लिए. It was fantastic. So let me now move forward. So very interestingly, what I picked up. So there were also people across the globe from who attended the event. One very interesting thing that I found from the event that came out well was very interestingly. Okay, I think the video is again frozen right now. Yes, I'm just trying to figure that out. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज जो मैंने इवेंट में ये देखी कि ओवरऑल the perspective about the tariff increase which has happened worldwide, it seems that it's driven by only 1%. That's what an economic advisor from the US, he mentioned that it is declared as a state of emergency. So trade deficit by Trump is declared as a state of emergency. And because he declared it as a state of emergency, he is now able to take any kind of decisions that he wants to. So usually it is the Congress in the US that is supposed to decide on these tariff, that is supposed to take a call on this tariff. But because he declared a state of emergency in the United States, now he's able to do anything that he wants. Now that's something very, very interesting. Being a democratic country, and now you seeing it, one person driving it is creating a lot of chaos within US itself. And that's the reason I think there is a reciprocal tariff which was there. There is a pause because I think he realized it soon that it's not going to work out later. So that's a very, very interesting aspect that I know. Also a lot of things which I came across जिसके बारे में मैं बाद में बात करूंगा. Let me go up on the chart and let us look at what's happening on the weekly chart of Nifty, where we are right now. Are we going to rally? Are we going to crash? What is the time cycle suggesting? And where did we close compared to the prior week? बहुत ही interesting chart है जो मैं आपके सामने अभी रख रहा हूँ यहाँ पर, which I also showed it in my previous video as well. So this chart is very, very interesting. In this chart, you can clearly see this is the channel which I have drawn, connecting the lower trend lines, and prices have now managed to move back decisively above the channel, which you can clearly see here. Prices have moved back decisively above the channel. That's one information that I have. And also on the daily time frame, do you remember the time cycle that we talked about, 16th of April? So Nifty is approaching near to the daily time cycle of 16th April and has now moved back above prior day high, changing the undertone as buy on dips, as long as the gap near 22,270 remains intact. So for me, the key level that I'm going to keep a watch on is this low, which is 22,270. This low is going to be very, very crucial. दूसरा है गैप फिल नहीं होना चाहिए. तो ये कैंडल का जो हाई है दोस्तों, ये कैंडल का हाई is around 22,468. Okay, as long as the gap near 22,468 is not filled, followed by 22,770 levels. So ये जो दोनों लेवल है remains intact. So यहाँ पर ये दोनों लेवल बहुत crucial है. Okay, both of these levels are very crucial because over here we can see this is the gap area. I'm going to zoom in, and also I've put in my AK indicator. AK indicator जो नीचे आप देख रहे हो, it's a custom indicator which I have developed that helps me to understand the trend. And this indicator, if you are looking at it very clearly, this indicator turned back on the upside here, which is suggesting the trend might be reversing. Lekin it's too soon to conclude. We are still in an eventful week, eventful month. So you should be prepared to accept if there is any kind of a gap down. That's very much possible. Markets are going to play out in gaps. Absolutely. Gaps are created because there is an event or a news, and suddenly people panic and they start creating gaps. In order to manage these gaps, the only instrument that will work for you are options. I'm telling you, you cannot work only on futures. If you're working on futures, you need to ensure that you are hedging your positions. If you are working on stocks, you need to hedge your positions. In this kind of thing, risk management and money management becomes the utmost important tool which is going to be with you. Okay. And director साहब, I think screen visible नहीं है किसी को. Please आप उन्हें help कर दीजिए. If it's not visible, at least मुझे कंफर्मेशन दीजिए कि नहीं दिख रहा है. आर देयर पीपल देयर हु आर हियर टू असिस्ट me? Can someone help me? Is it visible? I'll just reshare the screen again. There is some kind of a challenge, I suppose, and I'll just move on from here. So what is this AK indicator? The AK indicator is actually turning back on the upside. This indicator suggests that the overall market is going to be uh, reversing up. That is what it's suggesting. If I go on 1 hourly chart now, and if I look at the wave pattern, I think this entire move was wave G. We can see one very important aspect. This is known as a false breakout. False breakout किसे बोलते हैं मैं बता रहा हूं. Clearly, 1 second. False breakout, ये जो आप लेवल देख रहे हैं नीचे, यहां पर, this is below the prior low. Okay. And prices reverse back on the upside. This is known as a false breakout. Breakdown, breakout on can be on upside or downside. And prices reversed up. Now, if we manage to again break this low, then we are not going to be safe. This is the ultimate level which has to be safe. If we break below this low, we will not be safe. So यहाँ पर ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है कि ये लेवल ब्रीच नहीं होना चाहिए, इसके नीचे नहीं जाना चाहिए. ये गैप एरिया जो मैंने आपको बताया, दिस इज द गैप एरिया which is going to be important. This gap area is now filled, which was created here. So price have moved in all of these are all the gaps. And price have been moving in these gaps all the way, just gaps. And यहाँ पर जो IV's chart है, अगर आप देखोगे, it is still spiked up, which means people are not convinced about the rally as of now. Okay. Now what we have to do is we have to now ensure that if there is an acceptance about 22,920, then we are going to move towards the level of 23,300. So my view is going to be bullish above that level. And if I'm checking this level, this is where we are as of now. So this line, you can ignore it. This trend line needs to be broken. This trend line needs to be broken. Once we break above this trend line, we are going to be headed towards 23,300 on upside. But as I said, if we gap down now, it will create an island reversal. This will then become an island reversal. So you have to be careful and you have to trade by way of forming a strategy, by forming a bull call spread. In bull call spread, you buy a call, you sell a call option. And or you want to sell put options, but hedge your put options. This is the way I think is the right way in which you can possibly trade the markets. In this kind of markets, the concepts of time is working extremely well. So if you look at the concepts of time and if you look at time cycles, the cycles are working fabulous. Let me just share across very quickly the time cycle which was there on Nifty. Are you able to see this cycle? Every one of you. So we formed a low here, managed to bounce back. A low formed here. Can you see this? It's working fabulous. Managed to bounce back. A low formed here. Now break above the swing. Guys, are there people from Brahmastra sessions here? Which we did on the weekend, the last weekend we talked about it. And दोस्तों, also you joined my WhatsApp group. Director साहब आज WhatsApp link share नहीं किया लोगों के साथ में. At least share the WhatsApp link so that they can join in. I think we discuss the same thing every time. So यहाँ पर जाके अगर इसके ऊपर जाता है निफ्टी, we will be getting very, very clearly a very classic opportunity, because this time cycle will again break above the swing high. That's the thing. So अगर ये टाइम साइकिल है, ये स्विंग हाई के ऊपर ब्रेक हो जाएगा और ये स्विंग हाई के साथ वापस से ऊपर का ट्रेंड 23,300 तक लिए ओपन हो जाएगा. So if I'm looking at the overall chart, this is the 15-minute chart that we are looking at, and if I go and check this chart, this is 1 hour chart. My strategy is very simple as of now. This movement on the upside was wave F. We are in wave G, which is forming some kind of a complex pattern. Internals are too tricky because of the gaps, but it's some kind of a complex pattern. Above this trend line, 23,300 is the target that is going to open up for Nifty. So we are aiming for those levels above the high of 22,920. So I'll just mention it here, about 22,920. So I'm just going to write it down for easy reference. Over here, 22,920 is the level. And above this, the levels that will open up is going to be around this zone, which is 23,300. That's the zone which we are looking at. 23,300 zone. And that's how we are going to look at it. And that's 1 hour. And my indicator helps me to be on the right side of the trend always. So if you check, this indicator turned buy side now, even on the daily time frame, even on hourly time frame. So we are going to look at these levels. So this will be buy above. Now the gap area, which is this one, is going to be important gap. Crucial support. So this can be a short-term support, not crucial. For me, crucial support is going to be, so this level is going to be 22,390, which is around this area. And important is 22,270. So these are the levels that you have to keep a watch on. I've just written it down for you all. So इससे क्या होता है कि थोड़ा सा clarity मिल जाता है. What is the strategy and how we are looking at it and how we have to go about trading the market. So news और event कुछ भी आए दोस्तों, अपने को जो करना है वो सिंपल मार्केट को देख के, चार्ट को देख के ट्रेड करना. You don't really have to bother much. You don't really have to fear the gaps. You need to incorporate the risk management. Wave theory and risk management was never so important, which it has become now. So what is the strategy? Nifty, is it going to rally or is it going to crash? I have no clue. If tomorrow it opens gap down by 500 points, it's event driven. Gap up by 500 points, event driven. What I know, if it does what I'm expecting it to do, I will make money. If it does what I'm not expecting it to do, I am not trading the market. As simple as that. You have to be very honest with yourself, not with me, not with anyone else. खुद के साथ कि यार मुझे ये समझ में आ रहा है क्या? Fear of missing out आएगा तो ट्रेड सही नहीं कर पाओगे. Is this in your style? Is it the way you expect it to move? So Nifty trade setup is buy above 22,920 levels for move to 23,300. And if it is taken out with gaps, wait. If it is taken out with gap, wait for the dip. On downside, support is at 22,390. If this gap should not be filled, okay, यहाँ पर so gap fill नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर gap fill हो जाएगा तो गड़बड़ है. That's what we will come to know. Any questions? Okay, so what is the internal structure of this wave G looking like? So यहाँ पर अगर हम देखेंगे, so earlier we were expecting it to complete here. ये नहीं हुआ. यहाँ पर wave E complete हुआ खाली. We didn't complete the wave G क्योंकि उसका low break हो गया. So there is a very less likelihood कि वहां पर हमारा wave G complete हुआ हो. So from here we might be now completed wave F here. And right now, since we have not retraced it faster, this wave G is still ongoing. G के अंदर का अगर मैं count देखूंगा, बहुत tricky count है. But if I still want to do it internally, I might have completed A, B, C, D here. The problem happens is ये जो E है ये बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा है. Okay, so there is a possibility ये पूरा का पूरा जो move है, ये पूरा move जो नीचे में है यहाँ E नहीं होके, this can be possibly an X wave. ठीक है. When I say an X wave, it means ABC में zigzag correction आया, X wave में pullback आया. We completed wave A on the downside here, wave A on the downside here. We might be in wave B, which is ongoing, which might complete at 23,300. I don't know. And then we might have wave C on the downside, which can take prices a little lower. So that's how I'm looking at the market. So we are right now in wave B, is how I'm seeing the market. We might again, after reaching towards this level, start seeing some kind of a fall on the downside. So that's the overall view. Basis of wave pattern, many of you are asking about wave pattern. Awesome, guys. So, dosto, any questions? I'm open for questions. Is it interesting? Are the short videos that I'm publishing interesting to you? Daily, which I'm publishing? Or अगर आप ये जो Friday at 4, is it interesting? Giving me some insight, some view about markets. Okay, very much glad to know that. Any questions? And people who attended the weekend Kal Chakra, did you love the sessions that we did on Kal Chakra? It was simply amazing. Just simply super. Okay, loved the session. Awesome. Just one moment, please. Okay, so what we are, any video on implied volatility? I'll discuss implied volatility in my options chart. I'll discuss those things later on in my options program. I'm going to discuss that in Brahmastra. I'm just going to share across. We have a Brahmastra session which is going to kickstart in the 3rd week of April. Are you all ready for that? I'm taking a quick poll in case you want to be a part of this Brahmastra session, and you can register for this Brahmastra session where you will also get access to Kal Chakra. Currently, the Kal Chakra is only for people who have registered for. Okay, I'm not able to launch the poll. There is some problem, it seems. Okay, just a second. I'm just checking. A poll is being already shared in this meeting. Okay, I'm sharing a poll result. It seems like that. I'm stopping the share and I should be able to now launch another poll for you all. I'm launching a poll for mentorship. In case you are interested in mentorship program Brahmastra starting by 3rd week of April, you need to be with me. Okay, it's going to be amazing learning that we are going to have in this thing, and you can also pay a token amount of 10K and block your seat. The link will be shared right now for that. Prediction of news-based market is risky. I'm not predicting it. I'm driven more by this thing. In the forum, I think I've commented. I'll ask. I'll check. Okay, I'm going to do that. G wave है क्या? G का B wave क्या बन रहा है? वो मतलब see the B wave which is forming right now that you are seeing over here. I'm opened up the poll in case you want to participate. This is the B wave. The internal of B, I'm not too sure as of now because it's all gaps. I don't want to predict it. I don't want to get into that. I want to have my bigger view intact, and my bigger view is the mother of the bull market. As of now, it's still intact. I forecasted the path of this entire market in my monthly research, which is still intact, which was published last month, and it is super. So it is still working well. So that's what I have done. Awesome, guys. So I think moon phase turning upside. I'll talk about the moon phases, all of those things later on. I'm going to do that, but you can be a part of this Brahmastra session. It's going to start over the week after 2 weeks, and it's going to be amazing. And you will get Kal Chakra exclusively only if you are a part of Brahmastra. Kal Chakra will be with you. That's how I'm going to be. And if you have queries, doubts, you can post it across on the Traders Forum. I'm responding to Traders Forum also by Dadaram. And it's amazing, guys, to have you all on the Friday at 4. It was amazing to connect with you all. एक काम करें क्या, कल आप लोग फ्री हो सुबह? Shall we meet up tomorrow morning at 11 for a master class? Who all are in? Can we share the link quickly for the master class tomorrow? Is it going to be interesting? If yes, then we will share across the link also for the master class, which is about time cycle. I'm going to talk about time. Someone asked about lunar cycle, so I thought, okay, let me keep it lunar for tomorrow. I'm going to talk about these. I'm going to talk about wave pattern. and how these wave pattern are going to impact for the coming week. स्कैल्पिंग ट्रेड, शॉर्ट टर्म ट्रेड कैसे निकालना, ये सारी चीज कल के दिन हम डिस्कस करेंगे, विच इज गोइंग टू बी on 12th of April, Saturday at 11 a.m. I'm going to do that. But if you want to learn everything that I know, you have to be a part of Brahmastra. Thank you very much, guys. It was wonderful. If you want to learn options, then you have to be a part of Brahmastra. It's a mentorship program for 3 months where we discuss about each of these techniques. We talk about Kyal Chakra. We talk about risk management. Exactly in this market, how do we do money management? And all the Brahmastra participants, we are going to have an exclusive revision session in maybe next week. I'm speaking at IIMs in next week. I'm speaking at NIBM. I'm speaking at IIMs in next week. So maybe after that, we will have an exclusive session only for Brahmastra participants. It's going to happen. So every Brahmastra participant, for the past Brahmastra participants and the current one also. So we will have those exclusive revision session kick-starting in case, and it's going to be at 4. I'm going to share across the date, and it's going to be live. It's not going to be recorded. So you have to be there. If you miss it, you miss it. I'm not going to send it across as a video to any one of you. So all the Brahmastra participants, I'm just informing you now. I will share the date, and it's going to happen exclusive session for all the Q&A, for all the batches who have been with me since years. वो सब के लिए होने वाला है. So if you are still not part of this elite trading community, ensure you are there to learn this science. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful time. Become a wonderful trader. See you soon, and see you tomorrow in the morning at 11. Thank you.